My next guest, John Gilbert, EVP and CEO of Rudin. And hello, good to see you.
Greetings, good to see you again.
Thank you so much. All right, so we get together, and every year I kind of ask you a similar type of question. What are you seeing on the ground here? What's exciting you? What are some of the trends that are starting to emerge? What inning are we in when it comes to
Let me slightly change that. It's not so much what I'm seeing, it's what I'm feeling.
Got it.
What I'm feeling is a huge amount of energy, a huge amount of focus. I think the question level that people are at has risen greatly since last year, so it's all good.
Yeah, a much more informed, involved consumer. Yeah. Plus, our numbers have risen because people are bringing more of their team, because their teammates are now able to get their hands around what's going on here. To what do you attribute this increase in involvement?
I think it's a level of understanding and a level of, we've identified the problems we're trying to solve, and now we're looking for the technology and the digital solutions that can solve those problems.
And what are some of the solutions you're seeing this year that have your attention?
Well, obviously, we've created a software product, NANTUM, which is a brain for buildings. And what we're seeing is a lot of applications that can plug into that platform, so that whatever you're trying to do, whatever problem you're trying to solve, now you have a brain.
Yeah.
Buildings have always had a heart, engine room, boiler room. Yeah. Now they have a brain, NANTUM. Final frontier, what's the central nervous system? What sensors? What are we sensing? How many sensors? At what time interval are we sensing? And then ultimately, people say data is the new oil.
Yeah.
Slightly disagree with that.
Okay.
I would say data is the new raw product.
Yeah.
What really matters is what you do with that data.
How you refine it.
How do you refine it? And how you use that to solve real life problems in real time that are impacting your business.
Can you give me an example of that's happened in the last year or two using NANTUM that has really helped people?
Well, perfect example is we have a building 845 3rd. British government was a major tenant. What NANTUM does is identify the rhythms of the building. So NANTUM knows what your typical water consumption is. In the middle of the night, 3 o'clock Sunday morning, gets out of rhythm.
Yeah.
Email, text goes to the building manager's woken up out of bed, gets down to the building, finds a flushometer in the basement, has burst, water's rushing to the elevator pit, so NANTUM has actually alerted that building manager. Normally he wouldn't have come in for another 24 hours Monday morning, he doesn't come in on Sundays. Oof. So all of that damage,
elevator potentially shut down,
building shut down Monday morning.
Wow.
So the ability of, again, that brain, another example is how we correlate occupancy with fan speed. So how many times have you come back to your office after lunch and it's freezing in your office?
Right.
There's a reason for that, is that thermal load, that occupancy as it goes to lunch, if those fans are still blowing at the same level, that temperature is going to drop.
Right.
So what we do is we track that occupancy with fan speed, so comfort stays constant.
Yes.
We save an enormous amount of energy.
Yeah.
In our portfolio, we've saved 41% less electricity, 44% less carbon, 48% less steam. So these are real dollars. This is $5.5 million, 55 cents a foot that we're saving for ourselves as well as for our customers.
And yet, there are probably people here who don't know about this solution. What do you say to them? What do you say to these people who may be choosing solutions having no concept of what you can do for them? How do you show them what's available?
Well, first and foremost, get yourself to Realcomm.
Yeah.
Here, and come equipped with the problems and the questions that you want asked and answered and solved.
Yes. Right?
So you come equipped, you then walk this floor, you identify the companies that go to the sessions that you're interested in. Hey, that guy sounds like he knows what he's doing. Let me talk to him.
Right.
And ultimately, the ability to share that information is really what Realcomm is all about.
Yeah.
We can beat each other's heads in from a competition standpoint. We're at our core, we own and operate real estate.
Right.
We've spun off a software company, but at the end of the day, every property owner who's here is really looking at the same questions to answer. They're really looking at the same problems. So if you can identify what that is, find the solutions, and you walk out of here very happy.
Terrific. What would you say are the themes coming out of this year's conference that dovetail with the same things that you're talking about?
I think the biggest theme that I'm seeing is that it's not just about the data. It's really about the applications that solve problems using that data that you're already collecting. So what you really need is that single integrated platform that allows you to future-proof your building so that as the world grows, as your needs grow, you've got that foundational technology that can adapt to whatever you're trying to do.
It's kind of unfair in a way that Rudin has so many properties because you're able to test and market your own products, work out issues, bugs, and then present this thing that's been sort of, you got to work it in the shop. Do you think that gives you an unfair advantage?
I think it is an unfair advantage. I think, we've taken the risk. People my age aren't supposed to start software companies. If I didn't, I would have hated myself for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But that sandbox, that laboratory, really allows us to fail and fail quickly and then learn from those failures and then rebuild and then ultimately come back with a better product.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
What do you see branching out now 1-2 years down the road? Where do you take it from here?
I think where everything is going is how do we use the existing data streams that we already have, video surveillance, obviously, occupancy data, which a lot of people don't even measure their occupancy. We think that's hugely important.
Right.
So as you look at these existing data streams and then figure out how to use technology to leverage them, to correlate them, blow up the silos, throw them into your data lake, and then ultimately see what those patterns are, learn from them, and do better tomorrow based upon the data you're collecting today.
I feel like I just went to church. John, thank you. Is there anything else that the people of Realcomm 2019 need to know about what you're doing with Avigant, what you're doing at Rudin?
The most important decision a property owner can make is to find that brain, that single integrated platform that will future-proof your building and that will ultimately allow you to utilize the data that you collect.
Fantastic. John, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Every time.